Hey there, it's Avery Grace, and I'm back again with another video. And it might be one of those episodes, so I got the green tea to help just calm me down. You know, because it feels like everything's changing, and it feels like I'm ready for it. But I'm so scared, but not really. It's so confusing. And then because I can't make sense of how I feel, I am noticing myself going through patterns that make me depressed. And I've noticed that I have been giving less and less of myself, which isn't always a bad thing. It definitely helps, but I think that I'm finding myself in a downward spiral, and I'm slamming on the brakes now. What really helped me see this was getting to meet new people and just have fun. And I kept telling myself in the moment, trust this, believe it, it's great, it's everything about it. But in my head, I always think it's too good to be true. And so I brushed that off, and I think it is what it is. You do deserve good things. Good things happen to you because you are always trying to do good. And I think sometimes I second guess myself, and then I think to myself, maybe you should be more quiet. Maybe you should just not share so much. I'm just figuring it out, and I've accomplished a lot. I'm doing everything I set my mind to, and I guess with the world we live in, I sometimes do just feel like giving up. But something in me wants to show up. It wants to commit to the human experience. So when I battle with these emotions, it's very confusing. But I know that I'm happy. I know that I've gotten better. And maybe it's imposter syndrome, I don't know. It's scary, but it's going to be until you get to the place that you want to be. And you know, there's so many different routes you can take in life to get there. And for some reason, I'm so committed to being a good person, doing good things, living a good life. I really have thought about it so much, and what my purpose is and what matters and makes me happy, and why do I keep going. This was tougher than I thought it was going to be. But I created this space to open up, to put myself out there publicly so that I can learn. It's embarrassing. It's cringe. You know, I've done a lot of things that I used to judge others for, and I wouldn't say that I'm that much of a judgmental person, but I just remember thinking I would never cry on the internet. And now I probably have cried the most on the internet. And I also feel purpose in like documenting my emotions, especially in this journey that I've decided to take in my life. So maybe that other people can understand, you know, we're not all the same. Everyone does things for a reason. And what is that reason? You can't label everyone as the same. Everyone did not grow up the same. They do not have the same goals. They do not want the same things. There are so many people, especially in the adult industry, that have differing views, different views, just in case neither of those words sounded right. And I think we're all just trying, you know, there's a reason why we all started. And, you know, for me, it felt natural and fun and a creative outlet that I could express myself. And I've always seen this as art, but also an experiment to maybe not do it the way other people do it, to truly enjoy myself and enjoy the connection I get to build with people, because I learn so much from other people that I am able to then figure out how I feel and what I want and what matters to me in life. And in certain ways, I've always been drawn to customer service. So I knew what I was doing when I gave everything up, when I decided I didn't want to climb the corporate ladder anymore. I knew it was something I needed and the type of risk I needed in my life to make such a drastic change and kind of feel like it's this or nothing. And in a weird way, even though I've battled with depression and I'm still battling with it now, but hopefully I can communicate clear enough my feelings and why, even though it may not make sense to other people, it makes sense to me because it means that I'm still here and that I don't think that I'm doing anything that terrible. I think that we're adults, consenting adults, and it's the other people, individual people, not the whole thing, that are the real problem, and not people like me that do find it fun and natural. I've always felt like I know what I'm doing, and if I don't know, I still do it and learn from the outcome and gain that life experience. Because I used to think the worst thing you could be in this world is someone that doesn't try and that gives up. But then I realized the thing I fear most is gaining the success or the influence or the income, getting to that point and realizing I missed out on real life experiences, that I missed out on healing myself first. This is really hard. Part of me wants to stop. I always find myself at this crossway where I can keep talking or I can turn the camera off. But I keep trying. I don't shut it off. I don't ignore it. If I ignore it, it loops in my mind. I think about it. But new experiences also loops in my mind. I've been disappointed. I've been lied to. I've been made to look like a fool. I have had to defend myself. I've had to make a lot of tough decisions. But that's okay because I'm still here and I'm still trying. And I'm just reevaluating. Always reevaluating. Because I'm not always going to be right. But at least I'll never be a successful fool. I see the hard lessons as a purpose. That it's preparing me. Because the person I want to be is better than the person I am now. But if I stop trying, I'll only be as good as I was yesterday. I catch myself assuming a lot. It's also another pattern that usually indicates that I'm becoming depressed. I do have a hard time trusting people, even though I do see the good in most people, and that I always assume that people act in such a good faith that it wouldn't be to use me, but it's because they genuinely want to get to know me, but not everyone. And so when things do feel too good to be true, I assume that there's a different motive, another reason, or that they'll end up regretting getting to know me. But these feelings, these thoughts, they're only as real as I allow them to be. Because I know that if I just communicated more efficiently, more effectively, and probably just overthinking it, I also believe everything I say will come back to me, so I'm careful with my words, and I don't like making enemies. Sometimes I just want to express how I feel, because sometimes I don't know how I truly feel, but I need an outlet sometimes. And I think in the future, when I can, I'd love to get a therapist or a shrink, or pay my best friend to listen to me talk. I do crave the attention, but I crave being heard most of all. That my voice will never fall on deaf ears, even though that's all I've known true in my life. There's stereotypes, so it's hard. There's people that think they know you, people that know you, and complete strangers. And sometimes someone that cares about you, that just wants to see you succeed. And I have quite a bit of those people in my life, and I do feel lucky. But it came with being open, being vulnerable, talking, and just sharing myself. There's people that I've never talked to, but they've always rooted for me. And I don't know, I think I'm becoming that myself. I'm finding myself in a good place even though I'm dealing with the pattern again, but I'm doing the necessary steps with the resources I have that I can right now. And I just know that as I continue to solve and get through these tough problems, that one day I can be an advocator for other people that are just trying, that are doing their best, because that's something to recognize. If someone is so stubborn that they can't give up, maybe you should pay attention to why. And I've been trying to figure out, if I ever did come across a bunch of money, if I ever had more than I needed, what type of person would I be? What would I do? And I'm kind of just figuring this out the long way, but maybe there's something to appreciate with that, and that's I'm getting the hard stuff done now. I'm figuring out how I feel now, so that when I am successful, I can truly live in the type of life I imagine for myself, and that I will be a good person, I will do good things, and I will live a good life, and I will raise children to chase their dream, to be their biggest supporter, whatever they want. I love being here because although it's scary, it's new, it's exciting to be part of the human experience. I love saying that. It makes me giggle, and it makes me think of what I'm doing in a different perspective. All right, what a journey this was. I appreciate you listening to what I have to say, giving me the space, the time. Thanks for hanging out. I don't always need the verbal or written word to know you care. It's just seeing you show up and support me, and are kind to me, and are patient, and that you trust me.